Welcome back, everybody, to Warped Season 2, Episode number 27.
Whack, was that a what did you...
We will be using mature
that?
language and or hand gestures.
What? Was it a real turd or
No.
Okay. Was it, wait, was it stop motion or...
It was a drawing.
The amount of times that poop gets brought up in our breaks.
It disgusts
Incredible.
me. Too much.
I'm fine with it.
It's Bobby that brings it up most of the time. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
Sometimes I just take a bath in it.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby, come on, man. Nobody wants to hear that. What's wrong with you?
Chiki, I gotta keep that to myself.
Yeah. Welcome back. Yes. So, Dr. Icarus starts to ramble this stuff off, things that you guys know about the nothing, which, to be honest, isn't really a ton. And the Pyrrylp. I'm going to make Dr. Icarus roll for this, I think. We're going to do this with a roll. Yeah, Peachy's gone for a few weeks, Richard. Let's see here. He has... I guess we can argue physics. That would make sense here. Physics and logic, I think. For some reason, Peachy had strength marked for physics. I forgot what I made him do that required it, but it's great. Only in What's Old is New. Okay. Yeah, so this very long-winded, extremely boring interpretation of what's going on with the nothing gets rattled off by Dr. Icarus. Since I don't really know shit about science in the grand scheme of things, I'm just going to roll for that and we'll be done with it. Yeah, and Dr. Icarus goes on and on for like 10, 15 minutes about the nothing and the stuff that you guys know about it. The Pyrrylp seem very concerned about this. They ask a few questions in regards to what the and what it sort of entails, and there's some back and forth with Dr. Icarus, essentially. And what you guys essentially overhear is Vok'tu. I mean, you know nothing about this. Dr. Icarus is just kind of prattling on about something or other. But from what you gather, it's essentially just this strange anomaly that's sort of consuming multiple dimensions and universes, almost acting like some sort of disease for the universe that's been spreading, and it's
like galactic herpes.
Sort of eaten up, or I guess voided, several star systems and planets and such. And the home planet for these humans, the same species of Dr. Icarus and Ilya, was consumed by this. And the Pyrrylp generally ask questions like, where did this happen? And they find out the information, because I think Dr. Icarus has no concept of secrecy and whatnot. He just immediately tells them everything about the multiple universes and such, and the fact that you guys came from another universe. I think he just rattles that off like it's no important piece of information. He's just trying to be scientific. And the Pyrrylp have another long break. This one's a long break. You guys are waiting for hours. They've actually had to disperse, and several more producers and directors have come in. You guys have just been waiting, patiently, for this whole fucking thing to go on. Vok'tu, they've brought in various foods for you, And for the rest of you, you've kind of had sort of synthetic food dropped off. But yeah, Vok'tu, it's clearly synthetic.
Is it alive?
It's
or is it just like it's synthetic and it's dead synthetic?
like they
You know what I mean?
they essentially they've I guess taken some proteins and stuff and
And like
shaped
grown it, I
Yeah,
guess.
they've shaped it in the shape of something that looks like a creature.
I cannot eat this.
The production assistant that's like giving you this food says it has all of the proteins, carbohydrates, and fats that you require.
I did not kill it.
Such a bloody prima donna!
Yes, sorry, he requires living creature.
We do not have this capability.
Do you have any prisoners that need killing?
Everyone looks to Betty.
Don't even bloody think about. Besides, Orions are very tough. You know,
Did you
chewy.
say that you have to
Lots
kill
of
it,
gristle,
Vok'tu?
I believe.
Yes.
Right. Although there's this, question of my unfortunate fungal situation.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there solves your problem. I'm sure you don't have to eat anymore, Vok'tu. I like push my tree.
No. Unfortunately, I'm still hungry.
Is it I assume it's cultural thing. You must kill what you eat. This is
Yes.
honorable.
This is very honorable.
Is this applied
It's what
to...
makes a Drah'Zik.
Oh, so the Vra don't have same rules.
I spit on the ground. They are not worthy of such honor.
It is. Okay.
They eat slop.
Okay. Is not
Yeah.
the most efficient way of delivering
Yeah.
food, though. I understand.
Do we know this? Do we know this slop person, or is it an
Oh.
animal that?
No, they farm. I guess you would call them vegetables. They are given
Is
protein.
this
But
is it like broccoli?
what is this broccoli?
It's not important.
It's we call it a superfood. You see it.
While Icarus and Dr. Dick and Vok'tu discuss, Dick leans into Ilya and goes, "Do you think we could trick him by fighting in a I'm trying to think of a simulation to where he thinks he kills an enemy and eats it, but it's actually just synthetic food?"
I feel it would be very disrespectful.
If they do not have sustenance in his choice, what do we do here?
I leave that to leadership to find out.
Okay.
It's above my pay grade to make this decision. I'm glad of this.
So you see, it has florets. It is green, and some people think it's bitter. I think they're crazy, frankly.
I would not eat such a thing.
Oh, it's very good in various vitamins, lots of calcium and whatnot.
I do believe they refer to it as a superfood.
Yes, yes. You have a good recollection there, 7H1CC. Yes, I said that earlier.
Vok'tu, with your food, you have to kill it, but would you cook it afterwards, or do you eat it raw?
It is unnecessary to cook.
Well,
You do not need to.
It's on the main interest you, Dr. Icarus. Apparently, they can draw nutrients from uncooked food quite efficiently. He taught us the reason we cook food is because when it's raw can be bad for us, right, Dr. Icarus?
Oh, yeah. Well, there are
And
certain
also-
benefits to raw food, as well as, various nutrients that do not get burned up, you see. But if you cook some sort of food, sometimes it kills bacteria that may grow.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what I was saying.
Ah,
With
I will-
Dr. Icarus, I know science.
I will kill bacteria. I can do it.
Well, yeah, you have your own ways of fighting bacteria in your own system, of course.
Yes. Look at my wrist blades.
Like-
perhaps a strong stomach acid or something. Well, that's interesting. What about, do you have any legends of your people? I'm very interested in this kind of thing.
This is not the place for legends.
Yes, but they're talking in this. I can tell you
I
legend
know
about.
some dirty jokes if you want.
Mm.
Huh. Cleanliness is of no importance to me.
No, dirty as in sexually dirty jokes, you know?
Oh, dirty?
Yeah,
That's
you know.
disgusting.
Like, how many Drah'Zik does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
15. And,
That's-
you know, three to tongue the tentacles and
I don't get it.
no ring.
Dirty in context in which Betty is using means naughty or
3 to
perhaps-
insert the light bulb and the other lot to twist them round.
The dirty is in sexually deviant in
Well, you're not deviant, thank you very much.
well you are technically deviant.
No,
Your
well, you're just
behavior is
adventurous.
your behavior
I'm a
deviates
fun-loving free spirit.
from the
I'm
normal
a puckish
range
rogue.
that makes you deviant.
I do believe that the definition of deviant is subjective to each species and their preferences.
Right. Perfectly normal for a Borean.
Mm,
Within the spectrum of Borean weirdness, I'm not very weird at all. You should meet my mother.
mm. I have met some strange Boreans.
Right. At least I'm not jacking it to panels monthly.
Right, I had to discipline one Borean under me one time because every panel in the room on backside was
Plastered?
Yes, is good term. And because it's warm back there, the smell in the barracks was
Right,
just
right. It's like,
was-
smells like the ocean in
it's-
here. Why does it smell? Oh, right. That's why it smells like the ocean. Right.
it smell. I can tell you that one of my least favorite smells is definitely fermented Borean semen.
Right,
Oh.
right. And the things it does to, honestly, electrical junctions, it's just
So
awful.
he was
Trying to
he
chisel
was
that stuff off is it just, oh, it's awful.
yeah, it was this. In fact, Betty, perhaps there is
We broke through simply, guys. We did it.
you. You may have been the one to come and do the maintenance to repair it.
I was, yes. You can't get it off with a sponge. You've got to use the chisel and the wire brush.
I remember.
Oh, me too.
Ugh.
What?
Boreans. You're very unique.
Oi, that we are.
Uh,
You'll meet very many unique people on ship.
Oh, yes.
Vok'tu. Many.
what if I don't want to?
You're more than welcome to not meet them.
Your camera's
Haven't-
backwards, simply. So
Gladness.
The best part is I wrote it backwards, thinking that my camera was the other way.
I can see it says Nirvana.
no, that shirt's backwards.
It's
I'm so confused. I don't know what's wrong anymore.
I never knew. Yeah.
They're an amazing band. I loved them when I was a teenager.
But yes, you will meet many interesting. We have some gorilloids on our ship. Are you familiar with these species?
No, I'm not from here. My
Oh, well,
quadrant is quite a ways from here.
well, you can. We met them recently. Then there is humans. Like most humans are not like me, but I'm technically human. There's Boreans like Betty.
Hello.
Hold on. Hold on. You're
Yes.
telling me that you and that frail little thing are the same?
Well,
I look to Dr. Dickey.
So Dr. Icarus is
Really bloody old.
he's a very old member of the human species, and he is also he is what would be referred to as
I'm only 78.
he is natural human.
Well, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You would dishonor your roots?
What? No, I'm not. I didn't dishonor anything.
Huh.
I
You
am
humans.
technically a clone.
What's the difference?
Well, you see, the way that cloning works is they take an
Did you know
original
that pretty much
specimen.
all Boreans are clones?
Really?
Right.
Yes, well, normally
Talking about
humans,
breeding nonsense.
Well, technically, Betty is oversimplifying.
Is he choking?
no,
Oh,
it is
no, this is
his
not.
way of expressing amusement.
Oh,
Right.
So, normally humans procreate.
7H1CC goes.
In a really sticky and sweaty way.
Noun. An organism or cell, or group of organisms or cell, produced asexually from an ancestor or stock, to which are genetically identical.
That is clone. Yes, so I am. That is what I am. I
Does
was-
Vok'tu just do the?
yeah. I'm trying to process this,
no,
but it's just too much information too quickly.
Vok'tu, how do
It is the science we referred to earlier.
Ah, science.
Yes, I was
What?
created by science technically, but they procreate the normal way. Do Drah'Zik procreate normal way? Do you have,
Yes, please explain your methods for procreation. Yes.
do the male and female
Yes.
come together?
Does it involve those tentacles? Where are your gonads?
We can tell you it does involve the tentacles.
Well,
Do
How were you
quite
born?
simple.
do you have gonads exactly?
What is this gonads?
Well, is
Bit where the goo comes from.
I don't understand. We do not have this goo.
Oh no, that's right. You got the spormatophores, don't
No,
you? The
we-
little pods of goop.
It's quite simple, really. Just
when
What
mommy
did I swallow?
Drah'Zik
I-
and daddy Drah'Zik love each
Well-
other very much, they make special wish.
no. It's
And baby
it's,
Drah'Zik is born.
Is your
it's
species like a seahorse? Does the male carry the fetus as opposed to the female?
Everybody's just kind of closing in on Vok'tu, like
no. If you would stop asking
Throwing
questions, I could.
Can we have a demonstration? I'm willing to act
No,
as the,
no.
surrogate female Drah'Zik.
You just sort of. Well, I don't know if this is the place to
No, it
Recording.
totally is.
demonstrate.
No, demonstrate. It's
But,
fine.
You I'm sort of like jostling the facial tentacles here.
they're all wiggly. Like,
Just kind of keep them straight. You breathe on them.
really?
Yes.
For breath?
What- wait.
What do you mean? Then what?
And then what?
That's it.
Well, you
Wait,
just breathe on them.
You breathe in their mouth. That's
You're insane.
That's really boring.
You.
why. How is that boring? This
Is
the
there any
most-
physical pleasure involved?
We do not care for pleasure.
Oh,
Recording.
There's
Stop.
no more honor than to, as you would say, procreate. Further your line.
Oi.
intriguing. With a breath that you exhale.
It's Richard. It's
It must be
only
very.
once every 6 years
It must
are
be
we able to
yeah,
do so.
It must be very difficult to successfully procreate with.
It's actually quite easy. You just breathe in their mouth.
You fertilize the female.
It's something to do with the chemicals, or
Have
you'd
you
be
ever-
better
Have you
asking
ever?
of Drah'Zik for the finer details.
Have you ever done this procreation before?
Well, yes, of course.
You have offspring. And you left them?
Well, why wouldn't you? That's what you do.
Your culture is very
Wait,
different.
where did you leave him?
What kind of... Where every Drah leaves their offspring.
Does the mother raise the child, or
No.
is child fends for self?
Dr. Icarus like leans down like towards 7H1CC. It's
You are recording all of this, right? This is fascinating.
Your definition of fascinating is different from mine.
This is the very pinnacle of biological science. Xenobiology. It's an entirely new culture. Very fascinating.
I have never heard of a species that has breath semen, though I am not.
And would it be
I've
called?
experienced semen breath before, trust me.
Would it be called a Bremen, perhaps?
Perhaps. I will record this down in the log. And then, like, listed in the log is, like, not good with dialogue, great with battle, Bremen.
Don't get too close.
Well, the whole time I'm recording this, I'm, like, trying to go back through the simulation and think how many people he breathed on.
How exactly does, like, nocturnal emissions work then?
What does that even mean?
Oh, never mind.
You use big words.
Well,
We,
not really.
Unnecessary. Oh, that's quite a big word.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism, that's a big
Well,
word for you.
That's diarrhea of the mouth.
No, diarrhea of the mouth is when you backed up really badly and you start... Anyway, never mind.
But yes, I have offspring. He is at the academy, where he belongs.
do you have contact with your father? Do you form relationships with
Of course.
offspring? Okay,
It's my child.
of course.
Why wouldn't I?
But
What
you only
about
eat
your
something
mate?
if you kill it, so
Yeah. Well, yes, that's the honorable way. You eat what you kill.
yes, you also kill people for touching you. So
No, you do not understand our ways.
that's what I'm saying. I assumed that I wouldn't understand this way, but
Perhaps you could break down some of your culture's traditions and some of the inexcusable violations of this culture.
and also your leadership. Do you have one leader of Drah'Zik? Is there
No,
king or?
it is a, as you would say, democracy.
Oh, you have elected officials.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, no, not officials. All of the Drah'Zik vote, and whatever the vote results are is what we go with.
Oh, it's
Very interesting.
very pure democracy.
Of course.
A very
We're not
formal-
savages.
Well, we are savages then. We have political leaders who represent the people.
That sounds tricky.
Yes, it is more efficient but less fair, I think, because not all time people get to make decisions.
Stick leans into Dr. Icarus and goes, I really would have put my style points on the fact that they would have done trial by combat for leadership.
Is there anything else you wish to know of my culture?
Oh yes, perhaps you could.
Let me go first, Doctor. I'm asking questions.
Oh
Your
my.
turn is late.
He asked everyone. I don't see
Yes,
your
but
name
I
on the
am-
conversation.
I'm first. I was asking questions, and I'm ranking official, and I don't want to hear about his bodily functions anymore. No offense, Vok'tu.
Aren't you curious how they seem to excrete their waste?
What do you mean, excrete?
Well, for instance, humans have two main means of excreting bodily
I
fluids,
know what
and we also sweat. How do you regulate your body's temperature exactly? Are you cold-blooded or are you warm-blooded?
I'm not sure. I'd have to check.
Oh, well, back on the ship, I have several various means of checking.
Well,
We could do a little. We
I
could
do
do some
not trust you.
testing,
No,
It is
but I'm
right.
steepling my fingers.
I do not care.
What about the myths and legends? Do you have any great stories of heroes, or
Of course.
I wouldn't mind hearing them.
Really? They are. How
Please tell
should
me your stories.
I
about
can't.
Great.
I
What do you
am
mean?
not really allowed to be honest. They're only for the heirs of the Drah and the Drah'Zik. Cannot
Okay, how-
share the tales of our texts
It's
to an outsider.
How do I become Drah? I can do it, I believe.
Are you like me? I just look up and down. You cannot. I apologize.
Mm,
You must be born into Drah. That is the only way. Unless, well, that is something I could potentially tell you. There was a tale of a giant green lumbering oaf of a creature, quite dim-witted, found their way into our space and found its way into our tournament, the one in which the Drah'Zik fight to regain their status into the draw. It won, surprisingly, and
Oh.
we didn't eat it and kill it. It was allowed to leave. It's a great honor for an outsider.
No offense, Vok'tu, but your
Ogron.
storytelling needs little work.
Oh,
Well,
an Ogron, you say? Did they?
You don't cut.
They look like that one over there.
hmm,
Sean, I think you said her name was.
Yes, Sharon. We have Ogron
There's-
here.
that's an Okron.
Yes.
Well, maybe. It's possible. It's a
You
long
probably
time ago.
you probably like can't tell the difference. Like everybody looks alike, right? Like it's just
I suppose so. I would
Next
need to
time- They
consult
don't
the
even-
text for more.
they don't even have any face tentacles to count.
Yeah, like they're just so alien to us.
Yeah. Next time you tell this story, rub a little pizzazz on it,
Why? Who
because
needs-
it was very boring way you told it.
You are boring.
I'm not boring.
Yes,
I
you
tell
are.
No,
many-
she is a Borean. Her.
What does that mean?
He is human, and
Right.
Betty is
No,
the
he
Borean.
is boring.
Yeah, we're a species.
No, Borean. She
What?
is a Borean. Yes.
Right.
Do you eat your
I'm
old?
human and
Do we
that is
what?
Spartan
Eat your
over
old.
there. Eat old people?
Eat your old people when they get too
No.
old.
What?
Oh, I was curious.
Why would you eat your old?
do
I
That
don't
is
know. I was.
obscene.
Does-
Right.
does
Besides,
Drah'Zik do
old
this?
people are really good mechanics.
Really?
Well, yeah, the older you get, the more you learn.
So how
The more
long do
frail
your
you
pe-
become.
How old do your people
No.
live?
Boreans don't get frail. Boreans get wiry.
Yes.
I don't
The Boreans
understand.
live long
Well, what
times.
happens is once Boreans reach a certain age, they start to take wires, you see, wrap them around their arms and cover themselves in panels. It's a bit of a dementia thing, you see.
Right, but eventually you just end up welding Grandad into the ship's hull, and he's quite happy there.
Except for the squeaks.
Oh no, it's fine. It's just a WD-40. Fine.
Is that all?
But there's also
Maybe
gaffer
it's fine,
tape.
I've taken a panel off and there's a bit of skeleton in there.
There's a bit of gaffer tape involved, you see.
Oh right, yeah. Well, yeah, you got to keep the jar on.
Do you have entertainment that is not
Yes, of course we do.
that is not combat?
Well, we have, I suppose you could say, theater or plays of
Okay.
myths and legends.
Okay, then. Okay, yes.
Do you
I'm
have
just trying to.
choreography?
I'm trying to help you establish common ground for when you speak to politicians. If you can show the similarities, then it will make the differences seem less intimidating.
I will be honest, I do not see many similarities.
Well, you create relationships with your offspring. That is similarity. You sometimes have reenactments of great stories is something we also do.
Well, battles. Yes.
Yes, it's close enough.
Sometimes, right, Boreans will read aloud from the engineering operations manual to each other. That's always a good time. I particularly like chapter 3, page 275, paragraph 4. It's a zinger.
That seems strange to you, Vok'tu, yes?
Of course.
Yes, okay. So, in the same way, the things that you are saying may seem strange to our politicians. Our politicians are normally people like you and I really don't like.
Why would you not like your representative? That seems counterproductive.
It is, but is established way. We can't.
Does the translator is it capable of translating the word twat to you?
Yeah, I understand. We have a similar.
Very well. Good.
Yes, they're often very arrogant, and there's lots of red tape and silliness. And,
why don't you just change it? It is what we would do. You must be weak.
The alternatives are. They wouldn't work, I don't think.
Why?
It's just the nature of the people, I think. I think the nature of your people is what serves you so well in making your system work.
It's very peaceful.
Excuse me, what
Apart from all the killing and things.
Yes, 7.
What do the Drah'Zik use as a form of currency?
Money.
Do your politicians or representatives not deal with currency or money?
No, nobody deals with it. We only use it with outsiders.
This is the problem with our politicians versus yours.
You should simply kill them.
I have been
Eat them,
tempted
maybe.
many, but not the eating part.
Why not?
Well,
Very honorable.
that is. Perhaps you won't mention that.
I
you're
don't think you'd
cannibal.
like the taste of a politician.
A
A lot of slime, gloopiness.
I've licked I've licked a politician. They tend to be very bitter.
Yes.
Well, you do not eat for the taste anyway.
Eating any sentient being like ourselves is frowned upon in our culture. Very well.
When you're dead, you're meat.
Actually,
You know what? You'd
that's
get
a
on
good
well with
point.
the Ogrons.
The Ogrons think exact way, actually. The Ogrons do this. They are only one, but they, I think, only eat one part, perhaps. It's, I think
Well,
they
no, I
eat...
mean, no, they'll eat the entire thing. It's just,
Oh.
the heart's the most important bit, I think. But, they'll eat the entire thing. Well, he's not one, not.
Yes. I think yes. Perhaps you will get on well with Ogrons. And I think because of your species' great ability in combat, you may either get along very well with Spartans or you will try to kill each other.
Maybe.
Or both at the same time.
Or you probably enjoy
What do you mean?
trying
Come
to
on.
kill each
Let's
other.
face it, you got married and tried to kill each other.
I did not get married.
I do not wish to
you
marry
did.
an Ogron.
Lieutenant
wrestle with
HR over there is Spartan, and they also pride themselves on honor in combat. So you have
She is your
Similar
wife
to
now.
him. It's
Congratulations.
No, I don't have a wife.
It
I've
is
seen it.
documented. I do
No,
have
no,
the
no,
recording
it's-
of the ceremony. It was
No,
She
but
looks
it is-
really angry right
They were-
Can
now.
you show me the
They were
recording?
broadcasting it on the
I
vision
I've
that I
seen
saw.
We were there, we
Yes,
watched.
But
This
if
I-
you look at the recordings entire time, I had fingers crossed, so it doesn't
I
count.
did not see the fingers. And what? Ugh, everybody
asked
knows
Char.
what's.
And Dick hits Char's button.
Oh no, oh, no.
Yes, Ogron.
I don't think you've been released. Yeah, you're
Oh,
still
that's
in
right.
there.
Never mind.
You're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
in there.
Oh, I got confused because we were getting closer to him earlier. Yeah. Never mind.
She is your wife. Everyone
Don't-
knows what's on everything on TV or the displays. It's true.
That is definitely not the case.
Why? You lie.
I don't. Do you know what fiction is? Does this what translate?
No. You speak gibberish.
Okay, the word fiction means a story that is not true, created for entertainment purposes.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
it is. Oh yes. Yes. Historical references and science are, of course, much more valuable in our culture. What Lieutenant Muromets is speaking of is nonsense, and when people faff about, they watch such things. Like this spectacle here, you know, it's a giant waste of time.
Thick waggles her arm over at Ichar, has the word husband question mark across her screen, and points over at Ilya.
Yeah. Ichar is just kind of, she's got her arms crossed and she's doing the death stare.
Char, could you please not look at me like that?
She's been muted because she was like screaming before, so
Yeah.
she was muted, and she's just
Char, stop looking at me like that. Is order. That doesn't mean make it more intense. Char, why don't you take a nap? You seem
You are married.
and,
Right, I've
right,
never seen a
yeah.
more loving couple.
I
I'm
wish
not
you all
looking
the
forward
best.
to
Can't
the-
keep their
Please
hands off each
don't
other.
Wish me any best. Clearly, we can. We are separated by cells.
Why are you not out of your cell yet?
The Pyrrylp went to have discussion. I think.
I'm just gonna like throw my head back in the general direction of everywhere else and just go, can you let them out now?
they're not even paying attention to you.
I tried again, it didn't work.
I appreciate the attempt. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh,
I might take a nap.
yes. It might be
I take
worth
naps
taking
all the
a-
time. They're very effective and regenerate you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to sleep.
Sometimes unintentionally. It's quite nice. Yeah.
Just gonna curl up on top of the crate that the power armor is on. It's probably kind of like floating and hovering a little bit, so it's like
Oh
kind
yeah.
of rocking me to sleep.
Well, the
So-
great thing is the credits have just been piling up for every hour that you've been here. So yeah, it's probably been you guys since Vok'tu has gone here. It's probably been about 4 hours because yeah, they've been talking a lot, trying to sort of deliberate about this. This is of major import.
Vok'tu, what is in box?
Is my belongings. I won this or bought this from those points that I got.
Oh, you spent points on
Dr.
on
Icarus.
box.
Yes, I believe this is some sort of armor suit.
Oh,
Yes, I got a few other things as well. I have I'm just sort of like digging through the bag, like the big like backpack that I got. I have this, and I still have my head looking down into the bag. I'll just hold it up in the air. It's a blaster. It's one of those things. I had a chair, but I threw that away. I don't know why. This device is just a box. It's still in the box. I haven't read it. If you look at it, it says seismic mapper on it. It's just like a handheld device. I don't know what this is for. I just put that back in. This as well. The whole time I've had like a literal like little tent bag on over my back. I just kind of like swinging around.
It looks like an LL. It looks like an LL bean bag, and it's got like several things that you can kind of pull. That it does that tent thing where it just goes, whoop, like those tents with the plastic inside that are all coiled up. So once you release the lever, it just explodes into a tent.
This is my house. I just want it.
Hey, but it's not house. Is
What do you mean it's not house? I sleep in it. It's mine.
Yes. Well, you could perhaps call it mobile home since you can take it with you.
Well, what's the difference?
Do you know
Well,
what
it
a
has-
double wide is?
No. Do not.
No.
Dr.
Well, you can
Icarus
call
goes
it
back
house.
to
It's
sleep.
No problem.
Well, what is the difference? It does not matter.
Well, a house is a place that is built.
You
It-
built
it-
this by pulling the string.
No, but it is built from ground and is permanent residence in permanent place. Do you understand?
No,
Okay.
I don't see the difference.
Well, that's totally fine. Well, enjoy your nap. Perhaps use your home.
Ah, that's a great idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna pop the tent right there in the in the hallway. Crawl in.
Do you hold it in your hand when you pull?
Yeah, I zip it closed, and I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. The deliberations last for a long time. These guys are communicating for another 6 hours. People are brought in. Food is brought in. Again, and it's just been a very, very long conversation. The Pyrrylp resolve themselves and seem to have reached some sort of agreement. Zirkfong turns his translator back on, and you hear, "We have reached an understanding amongst our peers. It has been decided that this nothing that you speak of is quite an immense threat and is much more threatening than this Sik'Rit that you speak of. We wish to converse with representatives from the Arcadia, and we will now be sending a group of representatives from the Pyrrylp, producers and directors alike, to determine the best opportunity to broadcast this horrible event that will happen."
That is good news.
Of course, we will consider this when discussing broadcasting rights for both the invasion of the Sik'Rit and the other nothing.
Yes.
Congratulations. We will free you now.
Oh, good.
All the cells start to open. Ichar starts to walk out of her cell.
Ah,
Oh, wait. This is gonna be good.
Lieutenant
Popcorn.
Ichar
Yes,
Muromets reporting for duty.
It is not. Just HR. I will explain all in the briefing when we get back. Okay.
There will be much debriefing.
Lieutenant
Hey,
Muromets,
Char, I can give you some pointers if you want.
record has been updated. Married, status changed.
It's not necessary. Okay, I don't think you have authorization to do that. 7H1Cs. Producer, when will we be leaving?
Immediately.
That is Great news. Let us be going. And thank you. Do you have a tradition of greeting and farewell
Can I
amongst your
stay?
people?
Tradition of greeting?
And never mind. What did you say, Betty?
Can I stay?
Of course we have I am sorry. What did you say?
Can I stay? I quite like it here.
You need to file for discharge papers.
Oh, balls to that. Go on, just let me stay. I'll be fine.
Betty, I do believe your assistance will be required for the engineering and keeping a hold of the ship on the way back to the Arcadia. We do not have another engineer.
Well, we have the Pyrrylp coming with us.
We will
He's not an
be
engineer.
we will be taking one of our modular hex ships.
I don't know what it means, but it sounds good. Betty, are you filing an official request to be discharged with me?
Can I?
And that's where we're going to end the session today.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
Cliffhanger!
We are all done for today. Good session, everybody. Good session. That was
Fun
good.
stuff.
That was good. Let's go around the room and let's do some shout outs to finish things off. Let's start off with Lieutenant Ilya Ichar.
What? Hello, everyone. Hello, I'm Zgarkis. I played Lieutenant Ilya Muromets for you today, and all the previous days I played him, and any future days that I play him. I hope you enjoyed today's session. If you want more tabletop role-playing shows that I'm involved in, and follow here on Mike Stevens' channel, because I'm here tomorrow. Sundays we have 7th Eons, D&D 5th edition. I play a Mountain Dwarf Alchemist who is he's just awesome. I love that character. And then on Mondays over on Brad Woto's channel, I play Glenda Broadleaf, who is a halfling cleric in OLD, which is the old fantasy version of this system. So if you enjoy this system, the way we roll and everything, you can see that on twitch.tv/BradWoto. And as always, twitch.tv/Zgodicus for me. You can follow me there. I'll be streaming some Assassin's Creed coming up next week, and I'll say I host all these shows that I'm on, and my Twitter and everything, so you can find all my updates and all the rest of it. So I hope I will see you in one of those places, and thank you podcast and VOD listeners for doing that also, because it's awesome. I love you. I love you live viewers as well. Love you all equally, except Peachy.
Oh, I thought you were gonna leave that so that I could transition to Simply.
I always
was like,
did, but then
that
I
was
realized it was
horrible.
Simply next, and I couldn't say
You
that. To
couldn't
Simply,
say
'cause
it.
Unlike Peachley, she's
Have you
actually nice.
seen her mug? I mean, you can't hate
Her
that.
mug, her
She's
popper,
drinking
her
out of a
teddy.
Jack Donut. Oh my god.
Oh wait, I can do this too.
Yes, and 7H1CC.
Hello,
Hello.
my name is Simply Jackson, and I love donuts. I am 7H1CC, our resident android and navigational android, now wanting to get more and more sneaky, enjoying the fact of watching Ilya suffer in his marriage. I
Like all marriages. No.
yeah, just on the outside going, this is too good. I missed reality TV. No, I play a variety of video games around my channel, which is simply _JXN. We do a lot of World of Warcraft lately. I probably will be doing a lot of Warcraft for a long time to catch up for Battle for Azeroth, which I'm super excited about. What else? We're very community-based. We do movie nights, stuff like that. So if you want to hang out, you can hang out there. You can also catch me on Twitter at simplyJXN_. And that's it. Also, please follow and support the channel because the show is super duper fun. And the viewers are what make it happen. So
Thank
definitely
you.
do it.
Thank you, Simply. Betty?
Right. Yes. So, yes. Will she stay or will she go? Down, 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 down. Yeah. Hi, I'm Fuzzy. I play Betty. That was awesome. And I'm loving the Ilya marriage drama. It's so good. It's so good.
The Real Housewives of the Arcadia.
Yeah. Talking of housewife drama,
Vok'tu?
I don't know.
I guess I'll take it. What's
No.
up, guys?
It does kind of play in because like you never talked about your mate. You just sat there and talked about how much you loved your son, but the mate was like, "Pfft, I just breathe in her
true.
mouth and leave her. It's fine.
That's true. That is exactly what's gone down. So maybe next week you'll have to.
Bitch, we don't talk about her.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The whole last hour is basically me just delving into the backstory and the history and tradition of the race that I created, which is really fun. Or not that I created, but that I'm playing, which is really fun. Yeah, this is a great show. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow something, I don't know, on my channel, twitch.tv/IronShipBobbyFlail. And I'll see you guys all next week. That was a great episode. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Thank you, sir. I'm Wax Steven. I am the GM of Doom. I've dragged these guys kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you, as always, chat, for being wonderful. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here and supporting and whatnot. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you, Simply. Thank you, Zagonicus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so good show, everybody. Thank you. As always, you guys are wonderful, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. As Zagonicus mentioned, tomorrow we've got 7th Eon. It's going to be a big episode tomorrow. You don't want to miss it. We're doing a special ball episode, a formal ball episode. It's going to be pretty hilarious, I think. So you should definitely.
You said ball, I got the wrong end of the stick for a few seconds.
Yeah, no, Vok'tu's inspecting those. So it's gonna be a lot of fun tomorrow. I hope you guys come in and watch the hilarity. It's gonna be crazy stuff. And on Monday over on Brad Wodo's channel, we've got the Nameless Ones, which is more What's Old is New, except in the OLD setting, the sort of fantasy, medieval to Renaissance period of culture going on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern over on Brad Wodo's channel. And we've got some more table story stuff going on during the rest of the week. Thank you guys so much for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Peace out. Good night.